Today I read the Harry Potter and Philosopher Stone chapter 14 Norbert the Norwegian Badge. World, however, must have been braver than they thought. In the suite that followed, he did seem to be getting paler and thinner, but it didn't look as though he did crackle yet. Every time they passed the third or fourth corridor, Harry, Ron, and Hermione would press their ears to the door to check that Fluffy was still growing inside. Snape was sweeping about in his usual bad temper, which surely meant that the stone was still safe. Whenever Harry passed Squirrel this day, he gave him an encouraging sort of smile, and Ron had started telling people of laughing at Squirrel's daughter. Hermione, however, had more on her mind. That the Sorcerer's Stone she had started drawing up study schedule and color coding all her notes. Harry and Ron wouldn't have mind, but she kept nagging them to do the same. Hermione the same all each away. 10 weeks. Hermione snapped that not each deadline a second to Nicholas Flame. But we are not 600 years old. Ron reminded her. Anyway, what are you studying for? You already know it's an R. An A. What I'm studying for? Are you crazy? You all realize we need to pass these exams to get into the second years. They are very important. I should have started study a month ago. I don't know what's gotten into me. Unfortunately, the teachers seem to be thinking along the same line as Hermione. They pass so much homework on them that the Easter holiday weren't nearly as much fun as the Christmas one. It was hard to relax with Hermione next to resting the 12 use of dragon blood or practices one movement, morning and yawning. Harry and Ron spent most of their free time in the library with her, trying to get through all their extra work. I will never remember this. Ron burst out one afternoon, rolling down his wheel and looking longingly out of library window. It was first really fine day they did have in month. The sky was a clean forget-me-not blue, and there was a feeling in the air of summer coming. Harry, who was looking up Disney in 1000 Magical Hearts and Vanity, didn't look up until he hears Ron say Hagrid. What are you doing in the library? Hagrid stumbled into view hiding something behind his back. He looked very out of place in his molesky overcoat. Just looking, he said in a tipsy voice that got their interest at once. And what are you locked up to? He looked suddenly suspicious. You're not still looking for Nicholas Flame, are you? Oh, we found out who is his age ago, said Ron impressively, and we know what that door guarding is a sorcerer. Hagrid looked around quickly to see if anyone was listening. Don't go shouting about it. What's the matter with you? There's something we wanted to ask you as a matter of fact, said Harry. About what good in the stone that of Fluffy? Harry, said Harry again. Listen, come and see me later. I'm not promising I'll tell you anything, but don't go rabbiting about it in here. Students are supposed to know. They'll think I'm half to you. See you later then, said Harry. Hagrid shuffled off. What was he hiding behind his back? said Hermione thoughtfully. Do you think it had anything to do with the stones? I'm going to see what session he was saying, said Ron, who did had enough of working. He came back a minute later with a pile of books in his arm and slammed them down on the table. Dragons, he whispered. Hagrid was looking up stuff about dragons. Look at these. Dragons, the basis of Great Britain and Ireland from egg to Isfanor, a dragon keeper's guide. Hagrid always wanted a dragon, he told me. So the first time I ever met him, said Harry, but it's against our laws, said Ron. Dragon breeding was outlawed by the World Convention of 17 and 17 and 9. Everyone knew that it's hard to stop Muggle from noticing us if we are keeping dragons in the back garden anyway. You can tame dragons, it's dangerous. You should. Charlie got off well once in Romania. But there aren't wild dragons in Britain, said Harry. Of course there are, said Ron. Commonwealth was green and her Britain black. The Ministry of Magic has stopped pushing them up. I can tell you all kind have to keep putting spell on Muggle who have spotted them to make them forget. So what on earth Hagrid up to? So Hermione, when they knocked on the door of the gamekeeper hut an hour later, they were surprised to see that all the curtains were closed. Hagrid called, "Who is it?" before he let them in, and then shut the door quickly behind them. It was stifling hot inside, even though it was such a warm day. There was a blazing fire in the grate. Hagrid made them tea and offered them store sandwiches, which they refused. "So you wanted to ask me something?" "Yes," said Harry. There was no point beating around the bush. "We were wondering if you could tell us what's good in the Sorcerer's Stone bag from Fluffy." Hagrid followed him. "Of course I can't," he said. "Number one, I don't know myself. Number two, you know too much already, so I wouldn't tell you if I could. That stone here for a good reason. It was almost stolen out of Gringotts. I suppose you have worked that out and all?" "Beats me how you even know about Bobby." "Oh, come on, Hagrid. You might not want to tell us, but you do know. You know everything that's going on round here," said Hermione in warm, flattering voice. Hagrid's beard twitched, and they could tell he was smiling. He only wondered who had done the guarding, really. Hermione went on. "He wondered who Dumbledore had trust enough to help him apart from you." Hagrid just really at these last words. Harry and Ron beamed at Hermione. "Well, I don't suppose it's good to tell you that. Let's see, he borrowed Fluffy from me. Then some of the teachers did enchant me. Professor Script, Professor Flitwick, Professor McGonagall, he took them off on his finger. Professor Quirrell and Dumbledore himself did something. Of course, hang on, I have forgotten someone. Oh yeah, Professor Snape." "Snape?" "Yeah, you don't still on about that, are you? Look, Snape helped protect the stone. He's not about to steal it." Harry knew Ron and Hermione were thinking the same as he was. If Snape had been in one protected stone, it must have been easy to find out how the other teachers had got it. He probably knew everything except, it seemed, words about and how to get past Fluffy. "You are the only one who knows how to get past Fluffy, aren't you?" Hagrid said Harry anxiously. And you wouldn't tell anyone, were you? Not even one of the teachers? No, so. No, except me and Dumbledore. Said Hagrid proudly. Wow, that's something. Harry muttered to the other. Harry, can we have a window open? I'm pouring. Can Harry's story? Said Hagrid. Harry noticed him glance at the fire. Harry looked at it too. Harry, what's that? But he already knew what it was. In the airy heart of the fire, underneath the kettle was a huge black egg. Aw, said Hagrid, following nervously with his beard. That's your... Where did you get that, Hagrid? Said Ron, scratching over the fire to get closer. Look at the egg. I must cost you a fortune. Wanted, said Hagrid. Last night I was down in the village having a few drinks and got into a game of cards with a stranger. Think he was quite glad to get rid of it, to be honest. But what are you going to do with when it hatches, said Hermione? Well, I have been doing some reading, said Hagrid, pulling a large book from under his pillow. Got us out of the library. Dragon breeding for visual and profit is a big outer gate, of course, but it's all in here. Keep the egg in the fire, curse their mothers break on them. See, when hatches is filled on a bucket of bready mixed with chicken blood every half an hour. And see here, how to recognize different eggs. When I got there, no grand reach back. They'll rare them. He looked very pleased with him. So, but Hermione didn't. Hagrid, you live in Gordon House, she said. But Hagrid wasn't listening. He was humming merrily as he stoked the fire. So no, they had something else to worry about. What might happen to Hagrid if anyone found out he was hunting an elegant war dragon in his hut? Wonder was it like to have a peaceful life. Sunshine as evening after evening they struggled through all the extra homework they were getting. Hermione had now started making study schedules from Harry drawn too. It was driving them nuts. Then one breakfast time Howard brought Harry another note from Hagrid. He who had running only 2 words, "It's hatching." Gwen wanted to skip her apology and go straight down to the heart. Hermione wouldn't hear of it. Hermione, how many times in our lives are we going to see a dragon hatching? We have got lesson. We'll get into trouble, and that's nothing to Hagrid going to be in when someone finds out what he's doing. Shut up, Harry whispered. Malfoy was only a few feet away, and he had stopped dead to listen. How much had he heard? Harry didn't like the look on Malfoy's face at all. Ron and Hermione agreed all the way to her apology in the end. Hermione agreed to run down to Hagrid with the other 2 during morning break when bells sounded from the castle and the end of their lessons. The 3 of them dropped their troubles at once and hurried through the grass to the edge of forest. Hagrid greeted them, looking flushed and excited.